ladies and gentlemen, my name is Wawa and I am back with a best of 3 series. This is coming in from the Blizzcon 2011 event. We have Naniwa who will be spawning at the bottom left corner of the map as the green Protoss opponent is gonna be NesTea who will be spawning at the top right corner of the map as the teal Zerg. Map we have right now is Crest Plateau. It is indeed a 4-player map, 2 Senonga towers in the middle, and this map is pretty much laid out so you can go macro if you want, you can go harass early if you want. There's a lot of available strategies that you are allowed to go with this map. 2 base timing pushes and such are pretty popular here as well, and we do have Naniwa gonna be popping down and Talon at the natural base area, so it looks like he is gonna go for an early expansion in this game at least. And are we gonna see the same thing from Neste? Most likely we will, but it all depends though, because Neste or Naniwa is pretty much well known for pulling off a 4 gate after 4 gate after 4 gate games. That was way back when though, so after that I think he pretty much improved and learned a lot of new cool things and such, and learned how to macro as well. So after that, after I guess winning MLG Columbus if I'm not mistaken, he has consistently improved. But he did prove though that he and the 4 gate are pretty much match made in heaven. But anyways, we do have a spawning pool going down right here for Neste. So spawning pool first. Most likely this is for safety precautions, just in case whenever this opponent of his, maybe he's not really quite familiar with Naniwa, he is gonna be able to defend against him as well. I wouldn't say he's not familiar with Naniwa because Naniwa has been in Korea for a while now. He is inside the TSL house if I'm not mistaken, or TSL or MVP house, because he is part of Complexity, and Complexity has partnerships with MVP, so most likely he is with Team Complexity living in the house of Team MVP, excuse me, and pretty much he has good training partners like Dong Rigu and SC and such, so he's pretty much in good hands, and we'll see how much improvement he has in this game, as we do have the Nexus been plopped down right here for Naniwa, and also Forge first going down as well here for Naniwa as well. It's not really a Forge first because he did plop down the Nexus first, but anyway, we do have the hatchery being plopped down here as well for Neste. Neste actually just trying his best to be consistent with this opening, I guess, as he did want those 2 Zerglings outside or her out before he decides to go for an earlier expansion. It doesn't have gas though, so this spawning pool is definitely just for those 2 Zerglings and the early queen, and not really speeds anytime soon, I would presume, as there is nothing really happening right now for the base of Naniwa, as Neste just suddenly found out right now. I assume that before that drone, or before that Zergling, nothing was really scouted. Yes indeed, nothing was really scouted right here for Neste, so that's pretty ballsy play right there for Neste. I guess he knows, after, I don't know, playing a gazillion games on this map, he knows already what to do and how to react on certain stuff, and how early he needs to scout and such. But anyways, Neste right now has 2 queens on the field pooping down a creep swimmer, and the second hatchery is almost done. This drone, oh, it looks like he's gonna go for a third right here very shortly. Oh, this is gonna be really risky, I have to say. Not as risky as you would think, because Naniwa did go for the second hatchery or the second Nexus first. But either way, having the third hatchery is gonna help out Neste a lot, especially with dealing with timing pushes and such, like 2 gate timing push, 2 gate heavy gateway timing pushes, as it's gonna help out his production, and he's not gonna get pressured to be consistent with his what do you call that, larva inject as much if he's just having 2 hatcheries. But anyway, Naniwa is gonna find out about this hatchery very nice way, so he now knows what's up, what Neste is doing, and he can just actually macro up as much as he can, as well as the warp gate technology is being researched, plus 1 upgrade is being researched as well, and the robotics facility is on the way right now as well here for Naniwa. Is this probe really gonna get away? Wow, this probe that's 10 HP remaining. Oh man, 2 hits from either one of those Zergling is gonna instantly kill him. Oh, 1 hit remaining. Oh, this is gonna be intense. Is he gonna get away? Yes indeed, he's gonna get away. Wow, what a lucky probe right there. Very funny. Very lucky probe right there. With 5 HP remaining, he was able to run away. Or maybe that's how just good Naniwa is, knowing with his timings and such. Nah, that probe will make it. He already knows in his mind. He knows that the probe is gonna make it. And anyway, that's actually a pretty lucky probe. And Roach Wine has been plopped down right now for NesTea. The third hatchery is up and running already. Already pooping out some larvae right there. It is a third queen. +1, or not really a +1, but a speed upgrade is finally being researched. Very late speed research right there, but I think it's pretty much worth it, as he does have 3 base mining right now. So his macro is just gonna shoot really high. As we look at the income tab right here, we have 52 drones against 41 probes right now in favor of our Zerg player, and Evo Chamber is being made right now here as well by the Zerg player NesTea. As +1 is almost done right here for Naniwa. We might see a timing push here very shortly, as the Immortal is out already in the field. Maybe this Immortal is indeed just for those certain timing pushes that we do see coming out of any base of any any Zerg player, because they do intend to do like Zergling Roach all-in plays and such on 2 bases, which tends to be pretty useful against Protoss. But anyways, we do have 171 in favor of NesTea right now, and looks like, oh, Naniwa is indeed gonna move out right now with this small army. This is actually a scary army still, but it all depends on how much or what the unit composition NesTea has right now, as this composition of Naniwa pretty much counters everything. 2 Immortals are pretty damn awesome against Roaches, and Zealots are pretty good against Zealots, and there is enough sentries here to have force fields for a while. But either way, here we go. We do see that NesTea did scout that push coming out, and here we go. He's gonna clash before those army go to the high ground. Good forces right here by Naniwa as well, splitting the Roach army in half, trapping them inside that cubicle right there. Very nice play. But finally, the Roaches are finding their way around those force fields. The Immortal again trying their best to sneak into the in between those mineral line and Vespene gas as well. One Immortal to go downhill, and more Zealots are being warped in right now here as well. This Immortal is still alive and kicking, but then again, for how long? He is indeed going to be able to kill all of this army. There's a lot of Zerg screaming in right now for NesTea, and NesTea is indeed going to clean things up. Very nice play. It is now 110 against 72 right now in favor of NesTea. He is superbly in the lead. Let's look at the Harvester tab. We have 66 against 53 right now. 70, quickly jumping to 70 Harvester, excuse me. So macro wise, he is really okay, and it's most likely gonna reach that 200 food supply cap in a few minutes right here, if Naniwa doesn't decide to push out anytime soon as well, at least, as we do a Twilight Council being completed right here as well for Naniwa. Are we gonna see Blink technology being researched? Most likely it is. Yes indeed, we do have Blink technology on the way right now. We do have armor level 1 as well for Naniwa for the ground units. Oh, good forces right there by Naniwa, slicing that Roach army in half. Very nice way, killing off a good amount of Roaches, and that's most likely gonna push NesTea back right now. We do have an observer on the field here as well. So good harassment right there by Naniwa, but then it didn't really turn out to be as good as you want it to be, as they just got completely wiped out. So not really a good harassment actually, if you think about it. 130 against 96, excuse me. 134 against 96 in favor of the Teal Zerg. We do have a macro hatch going down for Naniwa or for NesTea as well. Yeah, keep confusing this name. Naniwa, NesTea, Naniwa, NesTea, NesTea for the Zerg. Zerg. Here we go, a little bit of engagement right here at the South Naga area, but nope, not really gonna happen, as that's just a bunch of Zerglings right there on the field. There's a big army right here though for Naniwa. He might do a lot of damage right here. He is gonna kill off an Overlord. That's a good amount of units, and there's enough centers, I believe, to land enough amazing force fields that you can win, even though NesTea is ahead by 65 food. Oh my god, this is gonna be so huge. Is NesTea even gonna engage this? I believe he should, but he is thinking about it. Here we go, Zerg is coming in the frame right now. Gonna clash? No, not even gonna clash right there. Just delaying the move out of Naniwa. Naniwa right now 120 against 179. That's a lot of Starcraft in the field right now for Naniwa. Is it gonna be enough though? He is still behind by 60 food supply though. Keep that in mind. More Starcraft are being popped out right now here for Naniwa. Oh, NesTea is gonna go for a counterattack. This might be a huge blunder, as Naniwa is gonna go to the third base right now. Here we go. Drones are being pulled off the line, and this is a lot of drones to lose right here. 11 mules, or a good number of mules, just popped out right now, and more mules are being made right here. But Naniwa barely lost anything at all. Very nice play on the other side of the field. there's nothing really, there's no damage at all being done right here. But Neste is having a hard time breaking through this wall off, and now he's actually gonna move back. Oh my god, as Naniwa is gonna go for the natural expansion here as well. Neste is gonna lose so much stuff here. That's a lot of overlords gonna be lost if ever Naniwa decides to focus fire on them, and the macro hash indeed is definitely gonna focus, is gonna high right here, and good forces right here behind Naniwa right now, trapping all those Zergers on the outside of the lower ground. They cannot do anything at all. Very nice play right here by Naniwa, just gonna keep all of the army of Naniwa or Neste outside his main base. And while Naniwa just cleans things up, he's gonna be able to kill off all of these hatcheries. Wow, one hatchery did go down already. Where are the army of Neste? Neste has a good amount of mills right here on the field, but 2 hatcheries has been taken out here by the natural. Oh my god, so many things has been lost right here by Neste. 155 against 109 right now, or 134, excuse me. And finally, Neste having the balls to commit to this push, but still though, very amazing forces right here by Naniwa, trapping all those roaches outside. But there might just be too much needles on the field right now for Neste, and this is indeed gonna be able to be enough to clean things up. But at what cost? Neste lost so much stuff, and I don't know what Neste can do right now. He's in the lead still though in terms of food supply, but he did lose 3 hatcheries in the process. So Naniwa, amazing stuff right there. I'm actually quite wondering why he went for a counter attack to the main base of Naniwa, which didn't really do that much, and then suddenly committed to just going back as well. So he wasn't, I guess he wasn't really feeling quite okay with committing to that push, and that push really did nothing at all for Neste, as not as much as it did Naniwa for, which is a lot of damage. But anyways, Naniwa, I think he is quite looking good right now. 127 against 111 right now. Even though he's still behind in food supply, he does have enough economy. As we look at the Harvester tab, we have 52 against 45. That was, I think, 80 a while ago for Neste. Wow, he lost a lot of drones in the process. But I don't know though, it's still pretty close. Still pretty tough to call. Is Naniwa or is Neste even gonna be able to come back at this? He lost so many stuff. He's still in the lead though. How was he able to stay in the lead even though he lost so much stuff already? Naniwa trying to catch back as much as he can. He does have, how many gateways do we have? We have 5 here, and we have 1 on the front, so, or 2 at the front. So we have 8 gateways on the field right now for Naniwa. So you can just warp in as many units as you can very quickly if ever the cooldowns are done. It's pretty much well defended here though, but keep in mind, I guess he is still in 2 base. We do have a little bit of harassment right there. I think I missed a muted harassment right there in the main base of Naniwa. So keep in mind that Naniwa is still on 2 base. So most likely this is considered an all-in. If ever this push fails as well, he's gonna have a really hard time into coming back at this, as his economy is not even there anymore as well. Here we go. That's a lot of army right there for Naniwa. Oh my god, it is if you look at the food supply though, it is still quite even, and if you look at the income tab as well, it is still pretty even. So Neste doesn't really have as much drone lead anymore as it did a while ago, but still that's a lot of stalkers on the field right now, and mutas are not really the best counter to stalkers, as we do have roaches and zergings right here at the opposite corner of the map. Oh man, Naniwa, I think he's gonna do a lot of damage, and we might say a counter push right here of Neste very shortly, but might go for a surround. He's gonna kill off a Zergling right there. But anyway, is this enough mutas to kill things off? That's a good number of mutas actually, I have to say. Here we're gonna go again on the high ground. Oh, very nice play. Forces again landing right there for Naniwa. Drones are being pulled off the line, and the Roach army of Neste are stuck again outside his main base. 133 against 110 right now. All of those targets are doing so much damage. There is a Spine Crawler on the high ground. Queen also doing their best to defend. 108 against 119 right now. Is Naniwa gonna go for it? I don't think it's gonna be enough though. Oh my god, good hold right here by Neste, holding off this push, this deadly push right here. Very nice play, Muta play, proving that it's very awesome. Still amazing stuff right there, even though there was a ton of blink stalkers, even though those roaches are outside the main base of Neste, not even defending or not even able to defend and such. He was able to still defend against that big army of Naniwa. Very, very nice play. I think it was in the upgrades. Yes, indeed, there's 2 attack right there for those mutants. That's, I think, what pretty much helps him out. But still, though, there was 1-1 upgrade for those Stalkers as well. The 134 against 92 right now in favor of NesTea. So even though he lost so much stuff with that second push out by Naniwa, he is still dominating in this game. Amazing stuff right here by one of the best, if not the best Zerg players, and if not even considered the best player in the world right now. I don't know. It all depends, I guess, on who you favor or who you idolize and who you ask, I guess. But anyways, here we go. Drones are being pulled off the line right now. This is gonna be pretty much all in right now. Oh, good force switch right there by Naniwa, funneling all of those roaches and slicing them in half. Very nice play, but again, it's not gonna be nearly as enough. 147 against 72 right now. Naniwa has the GG. Good game right there by Neste. Barely pulling that off, I would say. He actually has an amazing macro. His macro kept them in there, and Naniwa was just stuck in 2 bases, not even deciding to go for an expansion. But I don't know, it was just an amazing player there by Neste. Still pulling the big W even though losing 3 hatcheries. Can you believe that? Losing your natural, losing a macro hatch, and losing your third as well. But anyways, game number 1 of this best of 3 series is in the books, and Neste is in the lead 1-0. Game number 2 is coming right up, guys, so stick around, we'll be right back.